Robin.
All right, someone just tweeted me, and it is legit. Our pal Alex Jones, I use that term very loosely. I guess on his website, he has a red alert.
Oh, of course he does.
Government had Osama Bin Laden frozen for years. It's a red alert, so it's got to be true.
Always have to make it about him. That's making it about himself and his own. Hey, come look at me.
Yeah.
I've got different coverage. How about no, they didn't have him frozen?
How about it went down like they're telling us this time around?
Yeah. Can one thing just happen and actually just have happened that way?
So there's a refrigeration unit somewhere, and somebody would have to say, listen, make sure the generator's working because we have Bin Laden frozen in there. Like, were there actually people that would guard the refrigeration unit?
Well,
yes.
Stop it.
The timing is very shitty. Like Ann was saying before the break, before we came back, if they had him for years, Bush would have loved to have that little piece before he left office. By the way, and here is a dead Osama Bin Laden. Have a nice life. I'm going back to Texas. Or if, in this case, Obama, it would work in his favor if it was closer to an election.
Of course.
So why would you go with the red alert?
Because
it's been frozen for years.
Because the important thing when Bin Laden is killed is how you can make it about yourself
and your website
and your angle and your website.
Did he just sit there though, and like he's alone, and the story comes on, and he actually takes some time and goes, "What can I think of? Let me think."
Does he have
he was
info?
turned in. No, let me think. Holy shit! Wait a minute. He's frozen. He was frozen the whole time. That's hysterical. Oh, my audience is gonna fucking eat this up. It's gonna be great. No.
All right, I'm on the site. I want to thank Gutshot Drew. It says, in an address to the nation, Obama said he ordered the strike that allegedly killed Osama. The remainder of his speech followed the standard war on terror propaganda script. A small team of Americans, blah, blah, blah. The fight against terror goes on, but tonight, all right. Then it has Bush. So he's matching up all his videos.
Right.
There's too many videos. I'm sorry. We can't do this on the fly. All right, whatever. But he's saying, what are you laughing at?
I just saw someone post it. It's Osama Bin Laden. And it says hide and seek world champion 2001.
That's a good stretch.
That's pretty good. Hey, because he's calling all the way from Israel.
Oh,
it's David, who's a regular to the show, even though he lives in Israel.
Is he delivering the condemnation message from Hamas?
David.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hi, David.
Hello, David.
Anthony, I have to call you out. I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago we had a conversation and I said, shouldn't the president be doing what the people want? And you said that the first guy that did taxes wasn't popular at all, but you got to do the hard shit, what people want, what they don't want. You got to do what's good for the country, whether the people like it or not, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Obama, which I don't particularly like for many reasons.
You're panicking, David.
Oh, boy.
Jesus, you're
fucking
right.
gas attack in Israel. Gas attack. Gas attack.
You're hearing it here first.
So he had some stuff that he voted on. He said that people voted on him for. He said stuff that he wanted to do, and then when he went ahead and became president, he realized not everything is rosy, and he couldn't pull out, and he couldn't do.
Don't give me. Wait, David. I hate the excuse that he said what he said to get elected, and then when he got in, he realized what really happened. No, he said what he said to get in, knowing what has to be done when you're the president. He's not some fucking babe in the woods going like, oh, I didn't know once you're in, you got to do this stuff. He said what he wanted to his constituency. He told every youngster and every black person everything they wanted to hear. He told every liberal everything they wanted to hear. And then when he got into office, he did what, I guess he figured he had to do, but knew he would never get elected if he said he was going to do it.
Maybe he really wanted to do it, and shit doesn't work.
So then be honest and say, here's what I want to do. Yes, I'm a Democrat. I'm known as a liberal. I'm known as a socialist by some. But here's what I think would be great for the country. And then let people vote on that instead of vote on a fucking lie.
I don't think he went in. I mean, I hate the guy's guts for certain reasons we're not going to talk about here, but I don't think he went ahead and purposely went and misled the country. Like Jimmy was saying in the beginning, I think he wants to do what's right to an extent, but not always can you do, what the popular thing is. If this would have been Bush, like the other dude said, you would have been praising him from today to tomorrow.
Of course, because he would have had put in fucking years and years of changing a broken system that allowed us to be attacked, and boosted security around the nation, boosted intelligence around the world, and put in place interrogations that involved very sensitive matters like waterboarding, which was protested by the likes of liberals and Democrats and Obama alike. And that's the shit that gets answers, my friend. That's what gets answers.
I agree 100%, but I don't think he came in purposely lying. If he was a lying scumbag, it just came in and did that just to...
I absolutely think he came in lying. I think what he was saying during the campaign was to get elected. And I'm not an idiot either. I understand that everybody that runs for government bullshits their core to get into office and then does things differently. I'm not breaking any new ground here, but he was the one that said he was going to change things. He was going to have a transparent government. This wasn't going to be business as usual. And you know what we're seeing? Business as usual. A guy that lied his ass off to get into the office and is now doing things, to maybe stay a little more popular, to get more votes next time. Whatever his intent is. That's what's happening. There's no change there.
Where does the line, this is my curiosity, when does the line, like when Howard Dean got caught on Fox, like he thought something, and they're like, we never mentioned that woman's name until she had already been fired.
Right.
And then Howard Dean just wouldn't say, I was wrong.
Right.
He just stuck with what he had been saying, instead of going, I was wrong. Or like even a dumb example is Trump, who's, the birthday, it's like, and then all of a sudden it's produced finally, and he just can't go.
Yeah.
He has to spin it where it was. He took so long. People just have to keep going.
People will look at it, and if it's real, all right, enough with the birth.
So, like, where does the line go where someone can go, all right, you know what, I changed. Like, if the public is demanding certain things, if he realized he was wrong, because there are people who are afraid of being accused of liar, is that why a lot of these guys never change their mind or never switch gear? Because there's no way in politics to go, you know what? I know more now, I changed my mind, or the American public seems to want this, so I'll do that. Like, there's no winning for those guys.
When you're so adamant, as Obama was during the campaign, I mean, he ran on a complete anti-George W. Bush platform. Everything Bush did, he promised the opposite, because people at that point were disgusted with George Bush. And that's what he ran on. And he won. Obviously. And then not only does he continue the two wars that he had condemned, but starts up another military action in Libya where, boy, that sure took a back seat. The fucking bombing of the school, the escalation of our involvement in that took a back seat with this Osama thing. But the Guantanamo, shutting down Guantanamo, he got cheers and raves for that, pulling our troops out. All that stuff was bullshit. Now, regardless,
Anthony, I think you're right. He's just another liar like any other end person.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus! I didn't want to bring race into it, my friend.
All right,
my
David.
Jewish friend. Okay, David.
All
right, let's go to Brian in Pennsylvania. Brian,
I'll call it David.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
Hey, listen, I just want to say, for all the people who are surprised that Anthony's taking the time to bash Obama today, if Obama went in himself with the Navy SEALs, had a fucking wow sticker on his helmet, and shot Obama himself,
Osama,
Anthony would still be bashing him. And stop saying that's hysterical.
That's
over and over
Osama.
on every show. See ya.
That's hysterical. Is that my new crutch, by the way?
We all have.
Who was he even talking to when he
do?
said that's saying this hysterical?
I know. I don't know.
Would that put you in a tough position?
I know he was talking to the whole audience. Thank you very much.
Would that put you in a tough position if Obama had a wow sticker on his helmet and shot
on his helmet and shot himself?
Where would you be now today?
I'd be like, this guy doesn't have military training. What's he doing in there? Lucky shot. No, that's a ridiculous hypothetical situation.
Let's go to Tommy in Huntington. Tommy.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hello.
We're just getting the feel of the people today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I can't believe you guys are believing that they actually killed Osama Bin Laden. I'm a truther, and they had him cloned just to show that they killed Osama Bin Laden.
I'm a deather. I don't believe it until I see the death certificate. So you get it?
I got it. Good one.
Right.
All right, well.
You're not a truther, are you?
No, of course not.
Truther.
He's fucking around.
I thought so.
Man.
I'm a toother. That means I like
What
tooth.
are the truthers out here, toother?
I don't know.
What are they saying? Because obviously they don't think bin Laden had anything to do with 9/11 because the government did it with missiles and whatnot. So what are they saying, I wonder?
I don't know. I can't wait to hear their amazingly insightful, childlike response.
Yeah.
Whatever. Here's what the thing is. They have to wait to see what the country says. The country being mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
So that they can say the opposite.
Yeah. Didn't happen that way.
But they don't know yet because they have to wait until they see what the official report is, so then they can construct what is not the official report. That's the way it is with any child.
I hope he was buried at sea on the Great Barrier Reef off Australia, because that would fucking...
Look, we buried him at sea.
Yeah, we buried him at sea, in fucking 20-foot long great white infested waters.
Yes.
What kind of video do you think is going to come out today? 'Cause we're at the beginning of this. There's going to be... You got to think there's going to be some great video.
I think it's going to take a while to get out. I think we're going to see a still picture.
Of actually...
of him real.
Osama?
Not that... The one that's out and around is Photoshopped. It's fake.
Has been proven to be fake already. So
But,
that'll be released today, you think?
Yeah, I think today you're going to start seeing that picture get out.
They got to release a picture of him. They have to.
Yeah, some people have
Because
said
that'll
they've
shut up a
seen
bunch
it.
of people, right?
Yeah, that might... Well, no, it'll just make more speculation and rumor.
Well, then they'll study the picture.
Sure.
Look, his cheekbones are not right.
Well, did he shave?
Nose
Was
is
he shaved? Because
different. Right.
you would think he's such a... you know him if you saw him.
Yeah.
He's very tall. He has very stark features. The beard... do you think maybe he shaved the beard off?
No, man.
No?
Not him.
And he kept it on there in defiance?
Absolutely. I'll bet anybody.
He clipped it into a Fu Manchu?
I bet you same length.
You think he went to Sam Roberts' dad thing with the handlebar mustache?
He wasn't walking around the compound, outside the compound.
Yeah, but even inside. We passed by a window.
You said he was like across the street from a drugstore, right?
Yeah.
He's not walking around.
Maybe it's like, I'm just going to go get some Tylenol.
Maybe he's walking around in the middle of the night.
I think.
That's how I saw Peter Wolf without his rug.
Oh, yeah.
Bald as could be. He thought he was safe as he was taking a midnight stroll on Sunset Boulevard out there many years ago. And he knew I recognized him. Like, whoa. I guess you don't wear the fucking hairpiece all the time there, Mr. Wolf.
I just pictured, because he wasn't in a cave. And he was in a residence in a neighborhood.
Of course he was living large.
I know. But
how many years do you think he was living large?
Probably many years. Many years. But I just pictured...
But how many, you think? The first year or two, maybe? He was like here and there? In the caves?
Yeah, in the caves in
I bet you for
Torabora.
at least 7 years he was living
Then
large.
he went to a house. He went to a house, and all I could think of was the end of Goodfellas, where where fucking Ray Liotta walks out and he goes, "Yeah, I'm just a schnook," you know. Fuck. I ordered a falafel. I got the potatoes with cornflakes on it. He just getting the paper, you know, edging his lawn, looking at his dumb neighbors. It must have sucked for him for a while. No more caves and AK-47s.
Maybe it went the other way, though, and he got a taste of Western living and just got accustomed to it.
And kind of liked it. Wearing blue jeans.
Maybe he's pissed off he never got to finish Portal 2.
Yeah. He was probably in the middle of Portal just going, shit. When they finish this.
When they shot him, he was in mid-laugh watching Meet the Fuckers.
I cannot believe that's how they end Michael Scott's run.
Hey, Homeless Jim's got a good one on Twitter today. A tape will surface showing him still alive and that he pre-recorded just to fuck with us.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That would be good. Wow.
Imagine, like, you know, with every scenario covered. So he's like, they're reporting that they took me out of my compound. I'm still alive.
Obviously, I'm still alive.
I'm still alive.
That would be
like
good
Total Recall briefcase.
Yeah.
For the U.S.
How do you, Osama? I almost said Obama. How do you, Osama?
But he'll say the wrong name, and the President Bush can say what he...
Oops.
He'll fuck it up somehow.
If you put in the old one. They need an Osama Bin Laden soundboard so they can play it on the phone.
Let's go to Richard. Richard.
Oh my God.
Hey, first things first. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, Richard. It's been.
God.
I hate the fact that there's other news which is trumping my special day.
Yes.
Hey, secondly, I found a website that goes into a little bit about the conspiracy theory.
Already.
Give me a second, I can find it. And secondly, how do those college kids not just burst out America? Fuck yeah! I don't see how they got away with that. But anyways, if you go to dailymail.co.uk/news.
Oh my God!
You probably search for.
No one's doing that, sir.
Who's doing that?
Anything
right
with
now?
.uk loses me.
.uk / the slash news is kind of easy. You know?
kidding?
I'll give him that much. If he gets to that point, slash news.
Slash anything. It's like,
Yeah.
send me a link.
Oh, U.S. didn't share any intel with Pakistan.
I wish
saying.
this
Good.
guy was a human shield.
Yeah.
Fucking smart.
Yeah.
They
Take care.
didn't.
All right.
Later.
No.
Yeah, goodbye. Yeah.
That's enough.
All right. Shut up. They didn't. They didn't share
What's
any
that?
info.
There it is.
What'd you say?
There it is. June 2009, Obama directs CIA.
What are you saying, sir? I was enjoying him.
That guy was an ass. Direct CIA.
To put the plan in place to locate Osama
Yeah.
back in June 2009.
Oh, really?
Obama's like, fucking locate that motherfucker.
Wasn't it August? Oh, okay.
No, well,
Please.
they're starting to say it went back to June 2009.
Oh, and before that, we just figured we'd let him go. Doesn't anybody remember the guy right after fucking September 11th was the most wanted man on the face of the earth? We shot missiles and bombs into Tora Bora trying to get him. It wasn't a new thing to try to find this fucking guy.
Why are you upset? Because Obama's getting a lot of credit today? You seem very upset.
Yeah,
It's been a long 10 years
I
for a lot
am
of
a little
people.
upset that. No, I'm glad that Bin Laden's dead, but I don't like the fact that
But you don't want Obama getting any credit for this one.
right down partisan lines, you're getting
What does this do for his re-election campaign?
too far away from it. I don't think it does shit. Look, in the end, the guy's dead, but when you put that nozzle in your gas tank, it's still almost $5.
I heard gas
Now
is
what?
10 cents a gallon today for everybody.
10 cents a gallon?
Yeah, yep.
Special Bin Laden is dead prices?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
For today only, though.
I'd like to see that.
There's a few gas stations. You'll find them. 10 cents a gallon today.
And a lot of people a little scared. A lot of people a little scared that this is going to rile up some of the terrorist groups to get a quick, take the wind out of our sails kind of a moment. And NYPD on double secret alert.
I'm fucking not going to those
What I
places
hear.
everyone else is going. Just
Where's
in
that?
case.
The crowds?
I can't wait to get out of the Times Square area. First of all, we're a little too close to there. I wouldn't be down near Ground Zero today.
I'm not going to be
No?
afraid. The Antisocial Network has announced a gig in Karachi, and we are going to go.
That's great.
No, I tell they wouldn't kill. They think you live there. We are going to Karachi to entertain those lovely, reasonable people. Boo.
That's wonderful.
Surprised Jonathan's not over there. This big juicy cock. I bet you that's what Bin Laden was talking about. Who was that Jewish guy? He had a big dick.
Big dick on him.
He just went to Haiti and came back. What a creep.
Andrew in Brooklyn. Andrew.
Andrew.
I came from the United States with 2 broken knees and a dream to kill Osama Bin Laden. I thank God that dream came true.
Your phone is terrible. What'd you say?
This is Space Show.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, you do know? Okay.
Oh.
Andrew.
No, he's gone.
God damn it.
He knows how this works.
I wanted to talk to him about the Endeavor.
I know. He's very, very hard to keep on the phone.
Yeah,
that's
you
the
asshole.
That's the very famous Andrew from Brooklyn that gets real scared and calls us every once in a while.
Because the fucking Special Endeavor is going to be, it's delayed because of a fuse box or some shit, but it's the last flight of Special Endeavor.
Special Endeavor.
Which they used spare parts from Atlantis to make the Special Endeavor.
Endeavor.
We made him say
that motherfucker.
I listened to the replay of that shit.
Special Endeavor. Official endeavor.
Special endeavor.
Official endeavor.
Yeah.
That guy. That was him.
I remember.
That was great.
That was him.
My God, man.
Let's say hi to Bill in Boston.
All right.
Bill?
Hello, Bill.
Excellent show, gentlemen.
Of course it is.
You're kicking the Flyers' ass so far, if you're a hockey fan up there. I don't know if you are, but...
I didn't even know they were playing.
Jesus. I'm always. It's just always happens.
Never fails.
Bruins kicked the shit out of the Flyers over the weekend. All right, what do you got for Ant there, sir?
Anthony, I was just wondering if you're surprised Obama didn't try and get them to bring him in for trial, and if you give him any credit for the fact that he didn't. I'm not a fan of his either, but I'm surprised he didn't try and get him back to the States for some bullshit.
What would Obama have to do with bringing Osama bin Laden in, dead or alive? I believe when the soldiers go in, it's their plan. The president isn't. It's not like the movies where the president's watching through infrared satellite imaging of everything that's happening. Oh, there he is. They saw him. The official story is they went into this compound. They had 40 SEALs, a couple of helicopters, dropped in there, just started eliminating his security people, came upon Osama bin Laden, offered him the chance to give up. He resisted, was blasted in the fucking face, and killed. I don't think there's any, take him back here alive. We need to talk to, and I'm glad. Oh, because there would have been some scumbag defense attorney,
thank God,
saying that he's been treated poorly and he should be tried under this. Should it be a military tribunal? Should it be civilian? Should it be that? Fuck it. Bullet in the face. Dump him in the drink. Goodbye.
But you know what? It seems like what's supposed to happen happens. Like, even though Obama, I think he wanted to close Guantanamo.
Yeah.
And then I think he finds out what really goes on there, exactly what information they're getting at. Because they don't tell they really don't tell you as a candidate. Yeah. This is exactly why we know what happened here. This is what almost happened, and this is what we got from him. And then you can't close it because you're really endangering stuff. Well, then how about you shut
the fuck up and that you're saying you're going to close it when you don't know what the fuck even goes on there?
Well,
that seems to me pretty naive.
I'm only playing devil's advocate because, again, he knows what we know, or obviously more than we know. But he thinks, hey, this is going to be the right thing to do. I'll close it down. He believes he reads the same fucking papers we do.
Yeah, but I believe even as a citizen, you had to know, if you were an informed citizen, you had to know what was going on down there was Al-Qaeda and terrorist figures were down there being interrogated, and they were getting answers from these people. Useful intelligence that Obama was going to just shut it down, just say, we're shutting it down. That's naive.
But it didn't happen. I'm saying what's supposed to happen happens. It did not happen. Things kept going. The troops that were supposed to get yanked out, it would have been a disaster. They didn't get yanked out.
He comes off as a very naive liberal, thinking that he could just become president and start yanking apart our intelligence system.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Idealistic guy who said a lot of things that he probably believed at the time. I don't think he's a disgusting liar like a lot of them. I really don't. I've never thought that about him.
I kind of do.
Well, more importantly, we sent Sam down to Ground Zero to get some audio and possibly call the show. And we've been on the air an hour and a half already, by the way, with no calls from Sam. And now we know why. He's hanging out behind Matt Lauer.
There he is.
As Matt Lauer does live fucking...
what a creep Sam
live
is.
From Ground Zero. Look
live
at Sam.
TV.
He looks like a superimposed ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
There's Sam. Sam's getting his face on TV.
Getting some FaceTime.
Which means nothing to our show unless you hold up a sign or something.
Of course.
So he's just doing it to do it.
Well, that fucking frizzy hair of his.
He's in the...
People recognize that.
He's right behind Matt Lauer's head for the live shots.
I can't believe he has a picture of Matt Lauer and I don't.
Yeah. Let me...
Somebody tweeted me bbefore. Too bad you didn't get the Bin Laden picture. That would have been a gem.
Wow, that biggest picture ever. That would be.
That's a big
ever.
Yeah.
That's like getting one with Hitler.
We got Governor Ventura checking in.
Good.
I was waiting for this. Jesse, welcome to the show. It's been a while, sir.
Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Hey.
Well, you don't sound like him, but okay.
I was one of the Navy SEALs that entered the compound. I wanted to tell my story.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang up.
Yeah,
that's good.
No story.
Yeah,
that's what Jesse should do. By the way, Navy SEALs.
They said he was found in a luxurious Pakistan compound. Maybe it was luxurious on the inside.
Maybe the inside
and
was
the
nice.
outside was meant to
That's
look.
what it looked like shite.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad.
It didn't look like much from the outside, though.
What was Michael Moore's...
Some Garden State brick face and stucco.
What was Michael Moore's tweet that drove you nuts today?
Oh, God.
Do we have that?
He goes, it's not partisan to say that it took Obama 2 years to do what George Bush couldn't do in 7. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because the military...
He set the whole thing. Everything was set in motion. And I'm not even giving Bush the credit for it. Just the fact that we were caught with our fucking dicks out on September 11th made it so that the president, no matter what his policy, had to enact certain things to start looking for these people, thwarted a lot of terrorist attacks that never happened because our security was beefed up and our intelligence was beefed up. And now everybody's saying that, thank God, Obama did this. 2 years to do what Bush couldn't do in 7. Shut up. That's like fucking, saying that if you build a giant building, the guy that places the last brick is the guy that built the building. No. It takes time and effort from a few people.
You're very upset today, Anthony.
No, I'm not upset. I just hate people like Michael Moore.
It's in your tone.
And people, yeah, it is. It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Clinton tried to kill him. And even though he missed, I like the fact that Clinton tried.
Are you sent in a cruise missile or two?
Are you frustrated that Obama's just going to get a lot out of this? Undeservedly, in your mind?
I don't think he's going to get a lot, which is good. I think MSNBC and CNN are going to lap his ass,
though.
And I think all the rest of the people are going to see. And then once more information comes out, I think you'll realize that he was just a signature on a piece of paper.
Are you excited Osama's dead?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love the fact that he's dead. Good. That fucking dirtbag. Every day he must have just thought how great it was. Probably played the video of the towers falling every day.
Hey,
fuck him. Good.
I guess this guy is saying you could Google Earth, and I like to call it Abbott Abed, and you'll see he was living the good life. Plenty of pics. Abbott
really?
Abed.
He was on Google Earth.
I don't know.
That's great.
They said Obama called Bush personally to tell him before the news broke.
Oh, he did?
Oh, really?
That's a common courtesy.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
I think Bush was like... Probably got off the phone and slapped his wife. You know he wanted to be the guy.
Oh, yeah. But he knew once he was out of office he wasn't going to be the guy.
You think he hung up the phone and just screamed fuck as loud as he possibly can? Like, fuck!
It's the guy in the driver's seat.
He probably called Bush Sr. If no one else did. When you were the ex-president and your dad's the ex-president, you just give him a call.
Well, how many presidents do you call until it's like, okay, Jimmy Carter doesn't need to know?
No, because he probably would have been upset about it.
That's how it's done.
He had a lunch date with him.
You call George W. You call his father. Do you call Clinton?
Yeah.
They probably did.
Probably.
Courtesy, sure.
There's no
not
way
only
he
that,
called
but
Carter.
You got to tell your Secretary of State.
She called him.
She called him.
Oh, sure.
What does this have to do with me?
So Obama has to make a lot of fucking phone calls before he tells everybody else.
Well, Hillary has a wedding to go to, and she was in the tailors, and they had a tape measure, and they were doing updated ankle measurements. And she couldn't be
big
disturbed.
ankles.
Yeah, they were trying to get stockings that would stretch on the lower.
I've never had to make a cuff
2 inches
this wide before. This is very strange.
She has a cankled ass.
Get off the light poles. Jesus, look at this guy. Give me a flag. Yeah, he got his flag. Look at that.
Crazy white people.
I'm going to be the guy.
What, do you see his house? Yeah, I could see my house from here.
Oh, I don't know where.
Yeah.
I know the address.
Yeah, what's his address, right?
He had Netflix movies that were due back. They're very upset.
I think you see I think right about where you were, Danny. If I remember the maps from last night, at the top of the map with the green on the right there was just to the left of that.
Right to the college?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was more to the right. Wait. Oh, all right.
It looks like kind of a city.
See up to the
Ish.
right there? Yeah. Now you're.
Oh, like the town there? Yeah, he was in there somewhere.
No. You got to. Yeah. Does
They
anyone
have,
know how we could fucking focus in?
Well, there's little people have like pictures and junk.
They do.
Look for
There's
the
not like a
dead
real
guy.
street.
It's not a real street.
View. You know.
Yeah, street view. You just see Osama. I won't keep on to say Obama. It is very hard.
Let's go to-
but I wouldn't type it.
Let's go to Finch in New Hampshire.
Finchy.
Hey, what you down there, love?
Hey, Anthony, I want to ask you, how long do you think it'll take for Obama to start apologizing to the Muslim world for this?
He already had to say this is not a war on the Muslims, and that this actually helps the Muslims because more people were killed by Osama bin Laden that were Muslim than were American. He had to say that. You know, you got to take the moment and make sure the Muslims aren't upset. So you got to fucking placate to them and can you just fucking announce that the guy's dead and be happy with it without having to make excuses to the Muslim fucking world?
You know what? I've almost turned the corner on that because it annoyed me always.
Really?
And then a reporter from the Times who was held hostage by Taliban in Afghanistan, they did release him.
Yeah.
He was talking about when you talk to them, how primitive their thinking is. Like, most of them are fucking uneducated idiots. You're not talking to the guys, the lieutenants in Al-Qaeda.
Yeah.
You're talking to the majority of them that really believe this shit.
Yep.
It's like a lot of them have fucking no real education. They have no grasp on the world. They really think that Israel did something to put it in the chewing gum or something.
Yeah, they're stupid.
So it's like you really are talking to a third grade mentality in a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Violent children.
I know, it's like The Wire, season 4.
Off the Twitter, Opie, using Anthony's logic. Listen to this one, Ant.
All right.
Reagan took credit for Carter's hard work in freeing the hostages.
Shut up. No. What?
I to make that noise.
Oh.
You just want to go,
I was looking and going, what? They were scared shitless of Ronald Reagan. That's why. They knew Carter was a fucking clusterfuck who wasn't going to do dick. And they knew the day Reagan got in, trouble abounds. And Reagan was a guy that, he got in there and fucking did shit that people didn't want him to do. But he did them because he knew it was better for the country.
A lot of people hear bitterness in your voice today.
Yeah, they do.
You do have a few people supporting it too, but as well.
It's like your baseball team winning with a shitty fucking coach that you don't like. It's pretty much what it's like.
Who cares? Your team still won.
Yep. Yeah, but you know what?
Who gives a fuck?
Like I said before,
I never thought of a coach when my team won a championship.
No, it's like there was another coach in there for the most of the game, and then this other guy steps in and they win, and you're like, really? And this guy's fucking crowing about it?
You wouldn't crow about a Yankees World Series if Joe Torre was replaced with 3 months left in the season with somebody?
Yeah, but if that other coach came up and talked about what a great year he had, I would be like, the guy's lying because...
So you would be like, I can't acknowledge the Yankees winning the World Series?
No, I would. I'm acknowledging Bin Laden is dead.
Right.
And I'm enjoying that. I'm just not liking the way Obama is presenting it. Because that would be like the coach presenting the fact that he brought his team for the entire year and we ended up here and they did a great job. And it's like, wait a minute, where the fuck were you?
Where's Fox with this whole thing? You think they're going to really just attack Obama on this one?
Not yet.
They'll wait a little while?
They'll wait a little while.
And then they'll spin in their favor?
Yeah. Once more info comes in.
But today, it's kind of crazy to say anything.
Yeah, today is just kind of, hey, let's celebrate the fact that this fucking animal is dead.
Everybody is happy, except, of course, Hamas condemned the killing. But
yes. Condemn killing.
That's very surprising.
They launch missiles into civilian areas, and they're condemning the death of this fucking savage.
Let's go to Paul in D.C.
Hey there, Paul.
Hi.
Hello, kids.
Hi.
Jimmy, you realize that Obama was raised by a Muslim father, and his stepfather was Muslim. His father was a drunk, lost his legs in a car accident being drunk.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And then he remarried, and then the white woman remarried another Muslim. And you're telling me that this guy has no sympathy toward Muslims?
Yeah, he may very well may.
He has a ton of sympathy for Muslims.
Yeah, but the thing is this, dude, you gotta understand, every fucking, even though Bush didn't, he had to placate when he spoke like he did anyway, so to me that doesn't even matter.
Oh, yeah, believe me, look, the whole Muslim thing, I'm not a big fan of that religion, that's for sure. But as far as what Obama is doing with the Muslim religion, it pales in comparison with what George Bush did with his Christianity and his born-again fucking shit that he made policy with. He actually made policy with his dopey fucking religious shit.
Bush, that asshole, wouldn't allow stem cell research.
Right.
He's obsessed over marriage being... fuck him.
Good for the country, but it's against my personal religion, so it ain't going through. Well, fuck you.
Well, now we're getting into a whole other argument here. Stem cell research, the government should be not in the business of funding anything. That should be in the private sector.
Again, yeah. You know something? I'll believe that, and I agree with that. And I think the private sector. I think the private sector should be, but they should be.
You want to pay for that? Why should we pay for that?
Why should we pay for stem cell research? Because it's good for all of us.
No, let the private sector do that.
Stop with the private sector. Let them all do it, dude.
But then let the private sector have as many stem cells as they fucking want.
Exactly.
Don't restrict them to one string or what have you. Then let them do whatever the fuck they want.
They were interfering.
That's it.
No, they're not interfering. Just allow the private sector to allow them to do. That's how polio was cured. It wasn't the government going, here's
was polio season 2 or season 3 of The Wire?
That was season 5, actually.
Polio was fucking kick ass.
I'm not saying the government has to do it, but they were interfering and trying to enact laws against stem cells, and they were making it very difficult. How about they stay the fuck out of it because of people's religious convictions?
Yeah.
I agree with that, but don't let the 50% of people in this country pay for the fucking thing. I don't want to pay for stem cell research.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to pay for welfare, so.
Roads. That's fine.
Wait, you wouldn't?
Road.
You wouldn't pay? I can see not wanting to pay for welfare, or not wanting to pay for a certain special interest thing. But a medical advance that could eventually have limbs rebuilt that helps burn victims and cancer patients, you don't want your tax dollar. That to me, that's the best thing they can use it for.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Why?
Because that's not what the government is for. It's not in the Constitution. That's not what the government is supposed to do. There's nothing in the Constitution that says.
What about the CDC? What about the CDC?
I hate the CDC.
Well, you don't think the government should probably be involved in something that would protect the nation in case of a pandemic or epidemic?
Well, I guess kind of.
Why is that different?
So if the CDC gets involved and researchers with stem cells to try to eradicate some of these diseases, what's the problem? See, I don't have a problem.
If you let the free market go, they will find a way to cure whatever you want.
How about both?
But as soon as the government, you want congressmen. You ever seen congressmen?
No, dude. Why not both? Like, why does it have to be? This is for medical research. That's really important and really going to change the way we eventually live. Why would you want to split it?
Let the free market do it, and they will take a hold of it way better than these stupid congressmen. You guys probably. I live here in D.C. These congressmen are the dumbest people on the planet.
But I'm saying, dude, why can't they both do it? I'm not saying that one should. Why are you saying one has to do it and the other shouldn't?
Yeah.
No, just say cut the leash and let them go.
But they weren't doing that.
Well, that's the holdup.
All right, I think we're going to have to agree that you're an idiot. Let's just agree that you're stupid.
Congress get involved,
all right.
They will freeze it.
All right.
I don't see why they can't all do it, dude. Right. But apparently you do.
Yeah.
Private sector, we heard you. Okay.
Another one.
Can't have both.
Thank you for this. Another Fox 40 News.
Yeah.
Breaking news reports Obama Bin Laden dead.
Obama Bin Laden. I guess Iraq was typing for them, too.
I guess we got to let Iraq off the hook. A lot of people making the same mistake today.
No, we don't. Bring him onto the ship first. Sorry, Eric.
There was one more before the break. No, I don't. Whatever.
He's gone onto the boat. Smart Iraq.
Oh. And let me read this and tell me how this makes you feel, okay?
Yeah.
Uncle Chip from Jersey.
What's that?
On the instant feedback, he writes, "Get ready for your Obama killed Osama 2012 buttons."
Oh, God. Oh, I bet you're right.
Obama killed Osama. There's going to be some shirts.
He personally did
and
it.
buttons and hats.
Oh, God. I was expecting more.
Where are the George W. killed Osama shirts going to right now?
They're going to Rwanda.
Third world nations?
Yes, the Congo.
The big buttons that he had made up?
The Sudan. Yeah, you'll be seeing that.
And of course, because Haiti's still hurting. You give them a
Haiti's
few.
still hurting. You give them a mission accomplished.
A George W. mission accomplished.
George W. mission accomplished
Osama's
shirt.
dead t-shirt.
Yeah, that'll work.
Why don't we break here?
Oh, my God.
By the way, on Drudge it says we got him. Why is this picture upside down? That must mean something.
Yeah, I don't know
what's the picture of.
It's Bin Laden's face.
Oh, just upside down?
Upside down. It obviously symbolizes something. I don't know what.
That he's dead. He's standing on his head.
Yeah,
he's a goalie.
They should just had an X or something. Or
I don't know why
over his eyes.
One of those circles with the line through it.
Shot in the head. Bin Laden is dead.
I was expecting a more sensational New York Post headline. To tell you the truth,
I don't like the way they say the bastard.
They didn't have time,
did,
man. They had to fucking wake some people up and get them back in to get that.
Oh, that is kind of the U.S. nails the bastard.
How corny.
Get on the horn. Let everybody know how to take down these sons of bitches.
Oh, get on the horn.
Get on the horn. Yeah.
Ooh, yo, boy.
Boo.
And I was trying to think of your sports angle there.
Yeah.
And Holly and St. Pete came up with it. It's like saying Gruden took Tampa Bay to the Super Bowl when Dungy built the team.
All right. See?
Very good.
That is good.
That's a good analogy.
I can agree with that.
But I think I don't think they cared in the end that the coach changed.
Nope.
Yeah, but because the coach didn't get up and say that he was the guy. And other people aren't getting on and saying he's the guy. When you see Tom Brokaw up there on MSNB fucking communist, MSNB commie, that's what I call it, that's nobody cares, Ant. Really? Nobody cares about the biggest story? Yeah? Oh, what? Oh, wait, what do you think? Just leaving is gonna... You think leaving the room is gonna save you?
You're chasing him? Are you chasing him right now?
I'm chasing him. You are so out of here. You're out. You're out. He's hiding pretty good. He's hiding from me. It's like Bin Laden.
Jesus.
There it is. Bye-bye. Nobody cares who the fucking coach is if you're winning. Oh, you don't know how close. I had him in my sights, Opie. He was in the crosshairs.
Yeah.
And then he said, nobody cares. He said, nobody fucking cares, Anthony. But then it's like, nobody cares who the coach is if your team's winning.
He's covering.
I thought he meant nobody cares what we're talking about. You just skated.
Can you come up with another analogy? Because I think most people don't care if the coach has changed. if your team wins a championship, you're just just so happy.
I
finally got
understand,
championship.
but that's not the point. The point I'm making is that you wouldn't want the coach to then be crowing like he's the guy that did it.
But President Obama got Bin Laden. And I think the important thing is that obviously his policies worked. And technically it is true. He was the one who signed it. He was the one who was consulted. He okayed it. Bush couldn't do it. He did it.
The antisocial tour is terrible. I saw it. It's probably the worst comedy show I've ever seen.
You're preaching to the choir.
Gregorio! Antonio!
Amy.